Hey guys!
Hey guys!
We're back with another Orphan Black review, this time reviewing Orphan Black Season 4, Episode 9, The Mitigation of Competition. If you haven't seen it yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, skip this video and come back later because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. Okay, I'm going to go on record right now saying this is my absolute favorite episode of the entire series. Not just Season 4, of the entire series.
This is a pretty good episode.
Pretty good. It was amazing. You're out of your mind.
Well, I think it was amazing because Helena's story was freaking amazing.
It was a great Helena episode.
That's his favorite clone. Yeah. It was a great Helena episode. This is, definitely hands down the best Helena episode ever.
This was Helena. I mean, first of all, the first time we see her in this episode, she's out living in the wilderness, full-on
hugely pregnant,
carrying a deer
over her shoulders that she had killed.
And then she walks past this car and with the kids like, it's a Sasquatch. I'm like, oh my god, it was so fun. It was just awesome. And then at the end of the episode, she totally saves the day. Yeah. When the Neolution EMT is going to put the glitchy bot into Allison's face. That whole scene was awesome. And just that scene, it's like it was orchestrated from the very get-go to be a Helena scene.
Like, as soon as they peek out the window and they're like, oh, the cops are gone, there's just an ambulance there now. He was like, oh, it's the EMT. It's the EMT guy that's not with the girl. Helena's gonna come save him. Like, nothing had even happened. They didn't need saving yet.
It was completely telegraphed and obvious, but that's what made it really work because we've been without Helena for so long.
We wanted Helena to save the day.
And
so
that anticipation of knowing what was going to happen and just waiting
for it to happen.
It's what made the scene work. I loved it. And not only was this a great Helena episode, this was a great Rachel episode.
Yes, we got quite a bit of development in Rachel. And, it seems like she was playing along and working with everybody and doing her thing, but she totally wasn't. This was all self-centered. This was for her. Ending Evie benefits her because, one, Evie slighted her with by telling her that they would never put a clone in a position of power. That made her very, very, very mad.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so she was kind of getting back at her for this. Also, with Evie gone, there's now a power suction, like
vacuum.
Power vacuum. That's what I meant to say. Yes. And she wants power more so than helping her sisters, more so than helping her mother, Susan Duncan. She wants power, and she wants her. Like, it's all her self-interest.
Yeah. There's a void now with Evie Cho. I mean, Evie Cho's career is decimated.
Yeah.
The woman is she might be a player like in the background for a while because she's going to be out to get Rachel specifically. But as far as a position of power, no. There's a void there, and Rachel's endgame is totally to fill that void.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, she's looking out for number one.
Yep.
So, not only was this a great Helena episode, it was a great Rachel episode, and Delphine popped back up.
Yes, we've known for a while that Delphine was not dead, because on Orphan Black, if you don't see somebody die, they're probably not dead.
Yeah.
So we had a feeling that she was coming back, because with the character as important as her, there's no way they wouldn't give you the finish if she had died. And so she is back, and we think that she is the one who is hacking Rachel's eye to give her this message, whatever message she's trying to get across to her.
When you look at where Delphine is, it looks very rural, it looks rugged, and Rachel's visions are of a very rugged area. And I'm like, oh, I bet you that's where Delphine is when we saw that scene of Delphine at the end of the episode. What Delphine's mission is as far as what message she's trying to send to Rachel, I have no idea. I'm really looking forward to seeing where that goes because I don't know what Delphine's plan is.
Yeah, it's obvious the island that Rachel was on, the island that Cosima and Susan are on right now, is like abandoned. There's nobody there except for Susan Duncan's little house. But Rachel had said that the visions she's seeing are from the island. People used to live there. So I don't know if Delphine's just trying to get her to dig into the past, if something happened or whatever. But it definitely is centering around that island.
And then with Cosima and the Neolution, the Science of Neolution book, and Charlotte showing her that map, that seems pretty significant.
Yeah.
It was a very small scene, but it seems important.
Yeah, like, it was a small scene. Cosima really wasn't in it very much. So we have this really short scene, and she sees a tiny little map of the island, and, like, it kind of freeze frames on that island for a few seconds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I bet Cosima's very smart. I bet she puts together whatever Delphine is trying to get Rachel to find. I think she figures that out all on her own.
It'll be really interesting to see if she does, and then how.
Yeah.
Because all she has right now is a gut feeling and a map in a very old book.
Yeah.
So what other puzzle pieces she comes across along the way, it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, and she also has a very curious nature. Any scientist does. And so seeing the map in the Neolution book, I think that's going to trigger her to want to know the history of the island, to want to dig into it.
Other things in this episode, Felix kind of had to chase off his biological sister, Adele, because just things kept happening. She kept getting accidentally clued into things. Like she met Allison, and oh, that's Sarah's twin sister. Then she accidentally met Helena. Oh, that's Sarah's other twin sister. They're triplets. And Adele, she's a lawyer. She's trained to ask questions.
Yeah.
So she's going to ask them, and eventually I think she's probably going to dig a little too deep and end up causing some trouble for the Clone Club.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if she figures out the whole clone thing, and it also wouldn't surprise me if that is bad for the clones, because she is an addict, so eventually she will find somebody who's willing to pay her price, and she will give up this information.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see Felix have to choose between Sarah and Adele.
Yeah.
Eventually that choice is going to come down. It's been building to that for a very long time.
Yeah.
With Sarah's animosity toward Adele. And eventually it's going to break and Felix is going to have to make a choice. And I think when Adele finally does figure things out and it comes to be a detriment and a danger to the Clone Club, seeing Felix put in that situation, it's going to be very intense, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's it for this video. If you have anything to add, let us know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to tell us by dropping a like on it and subscribe for more reviews.
And thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.